Welcome back to another video. I'm your host, Justin Payne, and you're watching Payne Media. In this video, we'll be talking about life sentences. Life sentences that are given out by predators. We talk a lot about predators, who and what they are and what they do. But we don't nearly talk enough about from the victim's point of view. At any point in your life, you could find yourself victim. Google states that the most typical long-term effects of abuse are isolation, fear, and distrust can translate into lifelong psychological consequences. They can manifest as educational difficulties, low self-esteem, depression, and trouble in forming and maintaining relationships. Like I've said in previous videos, this is not me portraying anyone facing traumatic experiences as weak or crumbling from the inside out. But this is me explaining the ramifications of the actions done by perpetrators and what they can instill on a person that can potentially last for the rest of somebody's life. Sexual abuse is something that takes place in secret. The majority of victims do not speak up because they feel afraid or they blame themselves. Typically, survivors do not disclose the secret until years later or even decades, and sometimes they never share the secret and they take it to their grave. During this time, such a life-altering thing has the potential to change how they grow up, interactions with the world around them and how they view others, and even more importantly, how they view themselves. I pray that you find the courage to tell somebody that you trust. So many of us out here will protect you and keep you safe. You're not alone. Please reach out. Children oftentimes blame themselves as per calculated manipulation done by predators. You know what they did was wrong, but you can't understand how or why it happened. Oftentimes, abusers manipulate their victims by stating that they themselves can get in trouble as well as the child. Oftentimes, children will want to protect this person because this person has become a loved person in the family and or community, or somebody that has inserted themselves into the child's life. It is in no way, shape, or form the victim's fault, no matter how much the abuser has manipulated you into believing so. Abusers oftentimes will try to justify their actions by doing the "at least I didn't" theory. Now, this will be stating what they have done and then escalating it to minimize what they have done. Body pain is something that can follow a person through childhood and then throughout adulthood. Now, scientists have concluded that thoughts and feelings have the potential to cause the body to respond in pain as well as agony. So this means that not all physical pain is caused by inflictions of the physical sense. Emotions have the potential to cause the body just as much harm. As reported by the NCTSN, that's the National Child Traumatic Stress Network, children affected by abuse may show a variety of different emotional and behavioral reactions. It is possible for one emotional and behavioral reaction to signify a different type of trauma. This is why it's important to not only focus on detection, but to always be present in teaching prevention. Here are a list of reactions that you should watch out for: increased nightmares, difficulty sleeping, withdrawn behavior, angry outbursts, anxiety, depression, not wanting to be left alone with people in particular, sexual knowledge, language and or behavior that may be inappropriate for your child's age. Also, teach your child about body safety and healthy body boundaries, and encouraging an open communication dialect between you and your child. If your child has been abused, or if you or someone you know has been abused or is being abused, and you need someone to talk to that you can trust, this is the number to the National Sexual Assault Hotline. Phone lines are 24 hours, 7 days a week. This call is absolutely free, and operators are standing by when you're ready. Now, you might have heard me say in previous videos that I considered attempted murder of the soul when an adult talks explicitly to a child, and I consider murder one of the soul when an adult molests a child. This should be something that is completely understandable to the whole world, but for anybody out there missing a few brain cells, a child does not have the understanding or emotional maturity to give informed consent. Thank you for watching this video. Together, we can all make this very uncomfortable topic very talkable. If education is prevention, then talking about it we must.